fluid connective tissue in the body, that is blood. Blood is the connective tissue because it has a matrix, and the matrix is nothing but the plasma. But it don't have any fibers present into it. It have the different types of cells called the RBC cells or erythrocyte, white blood cells or WBC or leukocytes, and it also have platelets and thrombocyte. The majority of the blood consists of the fluid which is called as plasma. Blood is a tissue. It is a connective tissue which have the matrix in the form of fluid, and it don't have any fibers. The erythrocytes are the predominant cells in the blood which is present in more number, and the major function is in the transportation of oxygen and carbon dioxide. And here the function of WBC or leukocytes are, they are the scavengers or they induce the immune response. The blood is a connective tissue which consists of the cells as well as extracellular matrix. The extracellular matrix is nothing but the plasma. The cells composition is 45%, whereas the plasma is of 55%. This blood is opaque and it is red in color due to the presence of hemoglobin in RBC cells. The volume of blood is 5 to 6 liters in adult male, whereas in female it is 4 to 5 liters. The blood is alkaline with a pH of 7.4 and the temperature of the blood is 38 degrees centigrade. So now the fluid part of the blood is plasma. Now the plasma is, now if you see the vial here, the blood without the blood corpuscles is called as plasma. So this surface part of the blood without the blood cells is called as plasma. So the plasma consists of 90% of water and 10% is the solutes, that is 8 to 9% is the solute. So these solutes are again organic and inorganic compounds. It includes the presence of proteins like albumin, globulin and fibrinogen, as well as the electrolytes, nutrients, gases, enzymes or hormones and waste products. Now the protein albumin is responsible for maintaining osmotic balance, osmotic pressure. Globulins are responsible for giving immunity. Fibrinogen is the clotting factors. Now let us go in detail about the plasma. The plasma is yellow colored or straw colored fluid which have the dissolved substances of organic and inorganic compounds. The major part of the plasma is water and it is acting as a suspending medium for the components of blood. Albumins are the smallest and most numerous in the plasma. It constitutes about 54%. They helps in transportation of steroid hormones and fatty acid. The major function of the albumin is to maintain osmotic pressure. Globulins help in giving defense mechanism and in transportation of iron lipids. Fibrinogen is the essential clotting blood factor. And the electrolytes are the cations, sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium. Anions are chloride, phosphate, sulfate and bicarbonates. Nutrients which are present in the plasma are glucose, amino acids, fatty acid, the simple molecules, vitamins and minerals. The gases are oxygen and carbon dioxide. It also have the enzymes like amylase, phosphatase, lipase, proteases. Hormones are also present in the plasma because hormones are transported by blood. It also have the waste products like urea, uric acid, creatinine and bilirubin. So the next is the cells which are present in the blood. The cells are RBC, erythrocytes, white blood cells, leukocytes, platelets or thrombocytes. So the difference between the plasma and serum is plasma is the fluid devoid of cells. Serum is the plasma devoid of clotting factors, that is fibrinogen is called as serum. Now coming to the red blood cells, the normal value of red blood cells in adult male is 5 to 5.5 million per microliters and in the adult female 4.5 to 5 millions per microliters. The shape of RBC is, it is having the biconcave shape, which increases the surface area for transportation of gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide. Inside, when the erythrocyte is matured, the cell organelles are being lost. It don't have the nucleus or mitochondria. They are present only during the reticular stage. Later on, they are being replaced by hemoglobin. And major function of this is in transportation of gases. So it is about, the hemoglobin is about 280 million molecules per RBC. Major function is in the transportation of gases, and it acts as a buffer by the action of hemoglobin, and it also play a key role in determining the blood groups. So this is the important cell which is present in more abundant amount out of all the blood cells. Major function is in the transportation. Erythrocyte is devoid of nucleus and mitochondria, but in some organisms like fish, amphibian and avians, the red blood cells retain the nuclei and mitochondria throughout the cell life. The principal function of the erythrocytes in the transportation of gas. And the formation of these RBC cells is called as erythropoiesis, and this happens in the yolk sac during the embryonic stage. Later on, the production of RBC occurs in liver and spleen, and after that, when there is completion of gestation period, then that is being initiated by the bone marrow. So these are the three sites initially where the production of RBC will be occurred in the body. During the embryonic stage, the yolk sac is responsible for erythropoiesis, and later on the liver and spleen. Finally, after birth, throughout the life, it is the bone marrow which helps in production of the blood cell, that is RBC. So the production and maturation of RBC takes place approximately 7 days. The lifespan of these RBC cells is 120 days. So first, the hematopoietic stem cells which are present in the bone marrow undergo developmental stages to produce the mature erythrocyte. It includes several stages like the proerythroblast, early normoblast, intermediate normoblast, and it is changed into reticulocyte, which is immature, and this is being matured into erythrocyte. Increase in the number of RBC cells is called as erythropolycythemia, or a decrease in the RBC cells is called as erythropenia, which leads to anemia. This RBC cell production is under the control of a hormone which is produced by kidney called as erythropoietin. For the maturation of the RBC cell, it required the two types of hormones. They are vitamin B12 as well as folic acid. These are the two vitamins which play a key role in the maturation of RBC cells, folic acid and vitamin B12. So the next type of cells are the WBC cells, which are also called as leukocytes. They play a key role in giving defense to the body. There are 5 diverse groups of leukocytes, and they are also present in the bone marrow and produced from hematopoietic stem cells. The different types of the lymphocytes are the leukocytes are, they are the neutrophils. They are differentiated into agranulocytes and granulocytes. Now, these white blood cells, the normal value of this is 4,000 to 11,000 per millimeter cube. This WBC have nucleus and of various sizes. It accounts for about only 1% of the blood volume. So white blood cells are again classified into two types. They are the granulocytes and agranulocyte. If the granules are dispersed in the cytoplasm, they are called as granulocyte. If the granules are absent, they are called as agranulocytes. The granulocytes are again differentiated into three. They are the neutrophils, eosinophils and basophils. Agranulocytes are monocytes and lymphocytes. The WBC usually have a irregular shape, okay, and they also have a movement called as diapedesis, which help in wandering of WBC cells. Increase in the number of this WBC cell is called as leukocytosis, which happens during the infection and allergy. In case of drastic increase in the number of WBC is the indication of cancer, it is leukemia. Decrease in the number of WBC cells is called as leukocytopenia. Now, going into the discussion about the granulocytes and agranulocytes. So, granulocytes are neutrophils, eosinophils, and basophils. This categorization is based upon the staining process. Neutrophils are the most common and mostly spread WBC cells, which constitute about 62% of the total WBC cells. And these neutrophils are having multi-lobed, usually 2 to 5 lobes are being present. Okay, the nucleus is 2 to 5 lobed. Okay, and it also have the phagocytic function, and here the neutrophils also helps in determining the sex of the baby. If the bar bodies are present, then it is the female. If the bar body is absent, it may be the male. And now the eosinophils are the cells which are also present in the form of WBC cell. It constitute approximately 2.3% of the total WBC cell. And this stain up with the acidic stain eosin, so it is being named as eosinophil. And this number is being increased during the allergic reactions. Okay, and there is a antigen antibody complex. Okay, the number also increased during the parasitic invasion and overcomes with the effect of histamine involved in inflammation during allergic reactions. The next type of cells are basophils. This is the least number of cells which are present in the WBC, which constitute approximately only 0.4%. Okay, and it is being stained up by the basic dye. Okay, and it also produces several inflammatory compounds like heparin, histamine, serotonin, and bradykinin against the inflammatory reaction. It is non-phagocytic, but it produces the inflammatory granules at the time of infection. The granulocytes are three types. They are the neutrophils, eosinophils, and basophils. Agranulocytes are the WBC without the granules. There are two types. They are the lymphocytes and monocytes. Lymphocyte constitute approximately 30% of the total WBC cells, whereas monocyte constitute approximately 5.3% of the total WBC cells. The monocytes have the nucleus which is of a kidney shape. Here you can see very clearly the kidney shaped nucleus, and the monocyte is differentiated into macrophage and dispersed in the tissues, and they induce a phagocytic reaction on entry of a foreign particle. And now coming to the lymphocytes, these lymphocytes are small and spherical cells with a larger spherical nucleus. Okay, and this lymphocyte play a key role in production of antibodies by the plasma cells. They induce the immune response like humoral immune response and cell-mediated immune response. Now the significance of leukocyte. Okay, the number and their high count is also during the infection or any abnormal indication results in a particular disease in a person. The blood count is the major factor for identifying different types of diseases. Thrombocytes are also the round or oval bound biconvex shaped cells. These are being produced from megakaryocytes and their number varies from 250,000 to 450,000. And they are being produced by the process of fragmentation by the megakaryocytes. The lifespan of thrombocytes is 5 to 9 days. They produce a protein called as thromboplastin, which play a key role in blood clotting. They adhere to the damaged endothelial lining of capillary and seal that minor vascular openings at the time of injury. So the platelets is the count it is given, and they help in stopping the bleeding at the time of injury. So all these blood cells are being produced by hematopoietic stem cells which are present in bone marrow, and they produce the progenitor cells. They are the myeloid progenitor and the lymphoid progenitor. Myeloid progenitor is producing the erythrocyte, thrombocytes, mast cell and myeloblast. Myeloblast produces the WBC cell, different types of WBC cells, basophil, neutrophils, eosinophil, and monocytes, which are differentiated into macrophages. The lymphoid progenitor produces the lymphocytes and natural killer cells. Lymphocytes are again two types, B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. B cells are responsible for producing antibodies. Now, the function of blood is it play a key role in the transportation of gases, transportation of nutrients, hormones, and waste products from the body. And they also helps in regulation of pH and used as a buffer in the body. Maintains the temperature and also helps in maintaining water balance. It gives a protection against the injury, and the WBC cells induce a phagocytosis. They also help us to identify the blood grouping. The several types of blood proteins like interferons protects us from several types of infections. If you like the video, share and subscribe. This is Pravalika signing off.